Video about ham radio portable operation. My call sign is VU3TBU Victor Uniform number 3 Tango Bravo Uniform, and my handle is Rajesh. I've been to Savandurga Hill. It's about 60 kilometers away from Bangalore off the Magadi Road. I've been there multiple times, and this time I took my radios with me for a portable operation. So if we talk about the hill, this is a largest monolithic hill in Asia, and it's about 1226 meters high from the sea level. And there is a beautiful river nearby called Arkavadi. There is a dam also nearby that area, and the foot of the hill there are multiple temples. Savandi Veerabhadra Swami temple is there, and Narasimha Swami temple is there, and that area is weekends normally filled with the pilgrimage, and they visit the hill also, even though there is no spiritual connection with the hill which is mentioned anywhere. But there is on top of the hill there is a Nandi statue on top of that, completely built in rock, and it is the highest place on that climbing hill. That is the aim or the last location where we can walk and reach. So mainly this area is famous for the pilgrimage as well as the rock climbers, then cave explorer, and moreover their adventure activities and tourists. Mainly Saturday, Sundays, there are multiple or a lot of people coming into the hill. During the corona period, it was not that crowded, but it was still open. But before that, it was normally crowded on Saturday, Sundays, and hopefully in the coming future now, it will be same way on the weekends. Savandurga is having many past history. History is there. Multiple times it renamed. Savina Durga is there is a meaning of that, like fort of death. It's called fort of death, and Savana in Sanskrit means 3-time rituals as per Hindu mythology. So there are many things related to the name from 1300 AD onwards. Multiple times it renamed. There is nearby a forest also. It's around 27 kilometers, but it's getting degraded now. Humans are occupying the place. But I happened to see a bear crossing the road. It was so cute and innocent. I was not afraid by seeing it, or I forgot to be afraid of it. And it was just staring at me from the roadside, and I enjoyed its natural beauty without stopping my bike, and I continued my biking to the destination. It was just 1.5 kilometer away from the foothill. I saw the bear, and there are multiple boards from the forest department where they have mentioned the crossing of bear or cheetah, so many things, animals, wild animals. This trip I was carrying 2 liters of water and some snacks, and moreover I was carrying a 5-watt handy Befong 5R 5 UAR, and my low power radio Xiaogu G90, and 20 ampere 12 volt lithium ion battery, and my favorite end fed portable antenna which is tuned for 40 meter. On the way to the hill, 6:30 I checked into Bangalore Nets, which is conducted every day by VU3 Vardhanchi on 145/800, and I was able to get 5 plus signal with 5-watt and 2-watt, or the high and low options of the handy, and I was able to hear very clear signal to there. And after 7 o'clock I checked into VU2NIS Nisha Madam also on 145/700 frequency, and I was able to get the signal 5 plus there. Then before reaching to the final destination of the hill, because the final destination normally crowded and it is completely rock, before that around a flat place I set up my HF working setup there with fed antenna. I tried my antenna to 2 directions. One was only above the rock, about 12 feet above that ground level of the rock. Another was about above the pool. There was a pool in the rock, so I felt the when it is above the water body, the propagation is better than above the rock, as per my reports and comparison reports I have collected from most of my friends in ham radio from Kerala. I checked into all the nets in the morning, 7080, 7085, 712345. Then I parked myself on 7055 with a regular QSO time. Overall, it was a wonderful experience on a portable operation which I am doing for the first time as a single individual, but I was having a company, VU3 Delta Echo Whiskey, Devan from Bangalore. He happened to be there with me as per we planned the last day. He came 1.5 hours of after I reaching there. Then he brought my idli and chutney from the downside, and we had a delicious breakfast on top of the hill together. Then by 10 o'clock, I closed down my HF station after the demo with Devan. And VU2 Mike India Echo was the last station I contacted from there, and he was ready to help us by waiting at his home by giving a test signal that Devan also had a QSO. After that, we set up our setup, we shut down, then we took further steps from there to the top of the hill. We enjoyed the serenity, nature and the views after sitting there for quite some time. Then we came down the hill, then we came back home. I reached by 1:30 and Devan also reached by 2, after 2. So overall experience was very wonderful, and thankful to all the ham friends who joined me to giving report and exchanging report and having a beautiful QSO. And thank you very much for joining to Devan VU3 Delta Echo Whiskey. We'll catch up later on the band and for some activities like this. So portable operations was not that difficult. 5 to 10 minutes is required to set up the end-fed antenna to trees there, and just connect a 10-meter coax and having a battery and a Xiago. It was so easy. Overall setup time was 10 to 15 minutes for that operation setup, and it was a nice QSO with all. Thank you for watching this video, and meet you soon on air. Bye bye 73. Have a nice day to all. VU3TBU signing off clear.
49 plus and 5 and 7 direct also. 73 is have a nice weekend. V2 Charlie Alpha Whiskey. Good morning, Krish. Please come in. V2 November India Sierra.
Yeah, good morning, Nisha. Good morning to Karnataka Roll Frequency 5 and 9 both ways. Thanks for pulling in. Have a nice weekend. We do a nice way to see you. Love you.
Thank you for checking in, Krish. Your report is 59 plus and 5 and 9. That
ചിലപ്പോൾ ട്രാൻസ്മിറ്റ് ആവാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊന്നും ശരിയാക്കുക. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കൊള്ളാം, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. രാജേഷ്, ഞാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം ആ മോൾസ് എക്സ്പെർട്ട് ഞാൻ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കി പരീക്ഷണാർത്ഥം. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്താൽ തീരുന്നില്ല. അത് ഡൗൺലോഡ് തീരുന്നേ ഇല്ല. അതിങ്ങനെ മണിക്കൂറുകളോളം ഡൗൺലോഡ് നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇൻസ്റ്റാളായതിൽ ഒരു രസവും കാണിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഒരു 1-2 മണിക്കൂർ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ നിർത്തിയിട്ട് വഴിക്ക് പോയി. ആ പവർ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് തിരിച്ചു വരും. ആൻഡ്രോയിഡിനെ കൂടി താഴോട്ട് തിരിച്ചു വരും. അത് തിരിച്ചു വന്നാൽ റേഡിയോയിലെ അവിടെ അത് കൺസ്യൂം ചെയ്യാൻ സ്ഥലമില്ല. വീണ്ടും തിരിച്ച് അങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് പോകും. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഓരോ ബുക്കിലും അതിൽ നിന്ന് ഡെലിവറി ചെയ്ത് പോകും. കുറേശ്ശെ ആയിട്ട് അതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ 2-3-5 സൈക്കിളിനുള്ളിൽ. Thanks, Sergeant, for checking in. 5-7-73 the Sunday day. Good morning, Hari Prasad, Director of the Jogar. Thanks, Hari Prasad. മടക്കി വെക്കാന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നതിന് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു നേട്ടം കിട്ടില്ല. അതുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ പറയാറുള്ളത് 1.5 വരുമ്പോ അതും ആൻഡ്ര ലെങ്ത് ഹയർ ആയിരിക്കുന്ന അവസ്ഥയിൽ 1.5 വരുന്നതിൽ നിർത്തുന്നതാണ് ഏറ്റവും നല്ലത്. തിരിച്ചാവരുത്, താഴെ പോയാലും 1.5 വരും. SWR മാത്രം നോക്കിയാൽ പോരാ, അത് ലെങ്ത് കൂടിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവുന്ന 1.5 SWR ആണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഉറപ്പിക്കണം. പവർ വരുമ്പോഴാണ് വോൾട്ടേജ് ബൈ കറണ്ട് എടുത്താൽ ഇമ്പിഡൻസ് കിട്ടും. അപ്പോൾ 80 മീറ്റർ ആൻഡ്ര അങ്ങനെ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 80 മീറ്റർ ആൻഡ്രക്ക് 40 മീറ്റർ ഫ്രീക്വൻസിയിൽ ഉള്ള ഇമ്പിഡൻസ് ഭയങ്കര ഹൈ ആയിരിക്കും. അതായത് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ഇരട്ടിയാവുമ്പോൾ ആലോചിക്കുന്നതിന് പറ്റിയാണോ അവർ? അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ട്യൂണർ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് അത്തരം കേസുകളിൽ